So hello everyone, let's talk about our next question. Our next question has been asked in the AIIMS November 2017. So the question was, following a blunt trauma abdomen, a patient had a renal laceration on the urinoma, right? Even after 12 days, the urinoma persisted, but the patient was stable and there was no fever. Next step in the management would be option A, percutaneous exploration and the repair, option B, wait and watch, option C, J-shaped urinary stent and the percutaneous nephrostomy. So let's try to look in this a question again. So the keywords are obviously the patient has already survived the blunt trauma abdomen in this case, and there is a renal laceration. Following that, there is a urinoma formation, right? Now, we already observed the patient for the 12 days. Still then, the urinoma basically persisted, right? The patient is basically clinically stable and there is a no fever, means those no sign of infection, right? Okay. So, let's try to understand, as the patient has already received some amount of the renal laceration, that will basically leads to the extravasation of the urine, and sometimes the blood mixed urine can be extravasated. Okay. So in this image, you can easily able to see that there is a laceration at the level of the pelvis. So the laceration at the level of the pelvis or collecting ducts leads to the extravasation of the urine. Now this urine eventually collect inside the peritoneum. Now the inflammatory reaction, they basically try to contain that collection and form the urinoma in that case. So you can see in this image this one, right? So this is the CT scan image of the patient, okay? And in this patient, this is your urinoma or the extravasated urine that is basically collected inside the peritoneum, right? Okay. Now let's try to understand your, in this case, the patient already suffered from the laceration. It mostly, like the urinoma, mostly seen in case of grade 4 laceration. Grade 4 laceration only involving the pelvic system and the calyceal system. In that case only, we may gonna see such kind of scenario. Now, as the patient is basically hemodynamically stable and there is a no fever, that means there is a no infection, right? So in that case, our main uh, aim of the treatment or the management would be conservative management. But we already observe the patient for the 12 days. That means the wait and watch period is already over, right? So for that case, it's always better to go with a bilateral DJ stent or the double J stent, and that will eventually helps us to facilitate the internal urinary drainage from the kidney to bladder, which will eventually help us to heal faster in this patient. So your DJ stent is supposed to be placed through the ureteroscope. You can see in this image, right? So this is how ureteroscope is basically used to place the DJ stent, and the DJ stent basically placed like this. Now this is the real-time image of the DJ stent. Okay, so this is the real-time image of the DJ stent you guys can see, and in case we need to do the X-ray following that, so this is how your DJ stent basically looks like. This is how your DJ stent basically looks like in the X-ray KUV. So this is the X-ray KUV, and this is the CT scan. This is the CT scan. Okay, we can confirm the position of the DJ stent through this. Now it will eventually helps to reduce the pressure inside the injured collecting system. So that's why it basically promotes the healing. So this is the important scenario. Now, in case if there is a persistence of the urinoma or there is a infection, in that case we would like to go for some invasive test. But here the patient is basically clinical stable, so we avoid more invasive surgery in that patient. Okay. Now let's try to discuss the other option that has been given here, the percutaneous exploration and the repair. So your percutaneous exploration repair is basically too much invasive test or too much invasive procedure to do here. These are basically reserved for the unstable and infected patients. Suppose there is a infected urinoma, suppose there is a abscess formation or the ongoing bleeding. These are the only indication for this. Wait and watch period is already over. We already observed the patient for 12 days and then we have seen that there is a persistence of urinoma. So it's Not going to be the answer as well. Now the percutaneous nephrostomy. So the percutaneous nephrostomy is basically alternate method for the urinary diversion. It is only done in case your J stent is not feasible or there is a severe hydronephrosis or infection. So these are the two important indications for the percutaneous nephrostomy. Okay, so these are the other options. So your answer in this question would be option C, means J-shaped urinary stent, right? Okay, thank you.